Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So we got a messy, messy, messy week. Let's start out the mess with Gwen. Now, Gwen, correct me if I'm wrong. You normally the person that be on top of anything and everything that's happening around you. You found out your husband was gay when you caught him in 4K at your honeymoon in Iceland of all places. Like Leo said, in Iceland of all places. I never understood the Iceland vacation, but I'm gonna let you have your honeymoon in Iceland, I guess. You found out in Iceland that your husband was gay or bisexual. It took you all this time to find out, and I want to hear the story. So while you was explaining yourself Monday, telling us how you already knew that your husband was gay because you saw him going down on Leo. You didn't suspect him when Leo was trying to dress him up as him. You didn't suspect him when Leo was spending all this time with him. You didn't suspect Leo when, they was getting along too friendly. Leo hated that man guts. And like Leo said, that man tried to kill him once. Ain't nobody gonna get over that fast. Friend, best friend, whatever. Ain't nobody finna get over that fast. You threaten my life and threaten to kill me, and I'ma get over it cause you married my best friend. Oh hell no. You didn't like the stuff was there. You were just too slow and too dense to catch it. But let you mess with somebody live. Oh, you all on it. You got all your antennas everywhere. Oh, you gonna do your big one when it's messing with somebody lives. But when it's you and your turn, you're a little dense and you're a little slow. So miss me with the pity party and miss me with the, oh, I want somebody to feel sorry for you. If I was Kristen, I would have laughed in your face and told you this is what you deserve. You on and on this man for 2 days, 2 whole days, or 24 hours, and just cause he say he gonna marry you, just cause the sex good and all that, I'm gonna marry you. Now, fast women normally, take the sex and, do the whole dating, relationship, marriage thing later on down the road. Why couldn't you just take the sex and just say, I'm fine now? You let this man wrap you up into a whole con that you didn't realize that was going on. And guess what? You really think Kristen gonna help you get back at her nephew that hard? We know how far you willing to take anything and everything to get your revenge back. Have you forgotten that Demetrius will also kill somebody? Have you forgotten Demetrius got that same streak you got? Play with him if you want to, and you'll be the one to end up missing swimming with the fishes before he will. Cause trust me, Kristen willing to help you, get back at him and Leo. But trust and believe, she ain't gonna give you that too much pressure. Cause that's her nephew, that's family. You're just married to the family. Trust and believe. While you listen to Kristen, let me help you out. I wouldn't take that if I was you. Cause you got to think. That is her nephew. Do you really think Kristen gonna really, really, really help you in your whole revenge flight? All Demetri got to do is make it sound sweet to her and offer her some money. She'll sit down. And I still never understand why Kristen wants some of this money so bad because you found out that man was gay or bisexual. Like, y'all got enough money to be happy, do all the crimes y'all want, hire all the goons. Yes, and sir, no, yes, and sir, maids and servants. I never understood why Kristen was so pressed about getting part of this money from Dimitri. I guess it's a personal greed for her, and I guess she found the little quick money grab and wanted some of that too. Whatever the case might be. Gwen, you will be better off going after Leo than you going after Dimitri, because I'm telling you now, if push come to shove and Dimitri suspect that you coming after him, calling yourself trying to get him back, You too, ma'am, might be down there in the wine cellar crying for your life and pleading for your life. Don't forget who got the money here. Don't forget who got the mayor in their last name and Alamane in their last name. Don't forget that. I mean, the mayor and the Von Lucian, however you say that. Don't forget Gwen, while you mad at them too, be mad at yourself for yet again being a sucker for a man. If you gonna fall in love, please fall in love the correct way. Don't get mad because you got the sour end and you feel like you been used, you was abused, and you was bad and embarrassed. That's all your fault. Ain't nobody tell you to do none of that foolish stuff you did. You fell right into that man trap down there in that hole. That man made you happy for a couple of months or a couple of whatever, and you was content and happy with that. The only reason you found out that man was gay or bisexual, like I said, caught in 4K. Gwen, nobody cares. I certainly do not care because you set yourself up for the same heartache over and over again. And I'm to the point in my age, I forgive you the first 2 times. Third time, everybody say, well, she's still learning. No harm, no foul. I'm willing to give you a chance. But when you keep on falling for the same man over and over and over again, and then you want to act like you some victim, I'm sorry. You do not get that victim card from me. Like you totally set yourself up for disaster. Good luck on your revenge plot, but guess what? You better slow down who you messing with. Cause baby, trust and believe, you ain't gonna get the best of Dimitri. You might get the best of Leo, but Dimitri, I advise you to focus your hatred and your anger on Leo. Cause it's obvious you forgot where you were and where you came from and who you really messing with. He got the money, the goons, and all that ready to wrap you up and tie you up in some wine cellar or some home out there in the woods somewhere if he want to. So are you sure you ready to go down this road with Dimitri? You better just go ahead and cut yourself loose, get him for a couple of dollars, be light, tread lightly, and don't play with it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You play with it too hard, you might end up like Chris and EJ down there in the wine cellar when his mama had them down there and was ejecting them for that. And injecting them with Rob Cern for they couldn't remember nothing. Play with it if you want to, Gwen. Sarah, you know what? I was gonna give you a whole piece of my mind, but you know what? I don't need to, cause it's coming out. It's coming out. The right person heard the right thing, and Rex Messi behind decided he wanted to tell his brother the truth in public in front of, prying ears or nosy ears. So you know what? Sarah, that cuss out I want to give you, I'm just gonna let it slide because it's coming out. And Xander didn't get enough hints. Oh, when Chloe really tell him what's going on, it's gonna be all clear to Xander why she doing what she doing. Like I said, they need to hurry up and wrap this whole Susan and Find Susan thing on up for Sarah won't have an excuse because you see what she holding on. Oh, look what he did to Susan. Oh, look what he did to Bonnie. Ew, he killed Bonnie. You know that's her latest excuse, right? So once Susan is alive and accounted for, you gonna blame him for the Bonnie situation then? Cause I'm waiting for Susan to be found and we gonna see what excuse you gonna use now. You can't refund and return your baby. You love that man. You cherish that man. You want to have sex with that man. That's all part of your marriage. And now you want to return back to sender. Basically, you want to deny the man access to, the parts of his marriage that he was a part to. The sex part, you being pregnant. You going around here lying, pretending like he ain't the father. So, it's going to come out that what I was going to give you, I ain't going to give you. I ain't going to give you. Because you know what? I'm happy with what happened at the end of the show, and I feel like I ain't got to give it to you because you hard-headed, and I don't understand how Maggie ended up with a daughter like you, where Maggie's sweet and innocent and all that. I don't understand how she ended up with a backstabbing, no good, blankety blank, 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 blank daughter like you. I just don't understand it. You see, lying never gets you nowhere, but I guess you just can't get enough of lying and cheating and backstabbing, being this, being slipping around, using people. I guess you just like being one of those types of people. See, I'm using my words nicely, and I ain't trying to call you the. I ain't trying to call you no hoe, but you is one. But whatever, Sarah, do you? I just don't understand how Maggie ended up with a daughter like you. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm moving on. Teresa, we meet again. Teresa, do you love embarrassing yourself at this point? Do you love being the fool and the sucker and, like Brady said, desperate and pathetic? Because at this point, you should feel all of that. Just cause you and Alex ain't related, like that a part of the family, that still would be too close to family for me. And this man got a whole sex addiction. You finna wait that on. You fit, like I said, this is gonna be so bad for her, not for nobody else. Alice can go and talk to Marlena again and get back, back on track with his sex addiction. You, however, once you done embarrassing yourself, like Teresa, is over. Move on. You and Brady never gonna have that what y'all had once before. Like Brady said, it was horrible. It was miserable. That man happy to be out. Of course, he don't hate the part that y'all had a son together. Other than that, Teresa, stop being thirsty and stop being thirsty. Cause at this point, I like you as a character. I just don't like this type of stuff that you do. It comes out as just get a grip, Teresa, at this point, because whew, there's more men out there in Salem in the sea for you to lust over them Brady. Like I said, you and Brady was a bad idea from the jump. Yes, Brady can be a little harsh and a little rash to you sometimes, but I don't feel sorry for you when he give you that type of energy because sometimes you deserve it because, like he said, you can never take no for an answer and leave well enough alone. You followed this man for the grease for crying out loud. Did nobody invite you? Then you trying to go in the man's hotel room and God knows what you probably would have. Like, Teresa, just give it up. Like, I don't want to read you or roast you. I don't want to give you that type of energy. But, Teresa, sometimes you got to let stuff go and leave stuff well enough alone. You trying to make Brady jealous with Alice, it's not going to work. If anything, the only person that can make Brady jealous like you trying to do is Chloe. Other than that, Teresa, you and the Brady train has passed. It has went to the next town, the next state, and there's no way you gonna ever make jealous Brady the way you think you're gonna make him. Maybe before he got obsessed with Chloe, maybe you're not gonna get what you want. But okay, fine. You think you will, so I'm gonna let you have that. And Vivian, I don't know why you going through these peoples. You done went through Alex, you done went through Philip, you done went through Chad. Just call my boy Avon back. Just call him and let him be your right hand man. He can sell the drugs on the streets for you that you trying to do, trying to get Titan back on top. Well, I don't think you're gonna have a chance to do that neither. Now that they can prove that Victor had a will and all that, while you around here being sneaky thinking you done got your little quick little fortune, your fun is over, Vivian. Or could not be. We have to wait and see how that goes. Now to the Susan, Ava, Trip, genuine situation. Genuine, I told you how many times to get rid of this whole this spy thing that you got going on. Just cause you good with computers don't mean you good in real life. You basically told on yourself the moment you started asking EJ questions about Ava. That's why he was looking at you strange and weird. And like he said, he sought you up by leaving his phone there. You fell right into the hole. Thank you for telling him that that Susan is alive. Of course, he didn't believe that. But thank you for telling on yourself. And also, thanks for telling on yourself having that man phone in his hand, and having that man phone in your hands, and he knew it was his phone. Like, genuine, stick to computers, baby girl, because this whole spy detective, I want to do this. Stay to hacking and playing with computers because, like I said, you could never take a spy. You could never be John Black or Steve. Just give it up. Cause I don't even know why you try. Like Trip said, stay out of it, leave it alone. I don't know why you just can't leave well enough alone. I don't know who told you you didn't play spy games too many times and got away with it. Now you thinking you are pro at it and you always managed to get yourself. Did Dr. Ruff and that CERM not teach you anything when he held you hostage up in that lab? Did that not teach you anything? I made you about lose your mind and had you with no memory. Did that not teach you anything? It's obvious you're not learning your lesson with you and your spy games and sit your behind down somewhere. So maybe a little bit more medicine, a little bit more serum, and a little bit more hush medicine or sit you down somewhere. Cause you is doing too much genuine and like I said before, give it up. Lord Sean. 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 Your wife has cheated on you twice, but two wrongs don't make it right. So I'm gonna put it like that, and I'm gonna leave it like that. If that don't make you want to leave alcohol and beer alone, I don't know what would tell you. Now you run around here looking like a fool, and now you embarrassed, feeling like bad. And once she found out about that, you can no longer throw the EJ, the filler situation, none of that back in her face. She now got a new thing for you now. And she was helping this woman get out of her legal troubles. And tell you, I don't know how you could be so sloppy and so messy and do that with. You can go find somebody else to have sex with other than a married man and the same woman that and his wife that helped you got out of trouble. Sean, it is over for you, buddy. She might forgive you. She might. But trust and believe, she gonna hold that over your head like you've been holding the Philip and the EJ thing over her head. She might not let it go. You just gonna have to deal with it all well and good luck, Sean. But I can't believe that Ashley did that. Chad and Stephanie. Stephanie, I don't understand why you're so mad at your dad and your mother's opinion about you marrying Chad. Y'all basically playing house. You're basically an Insta mom. What's next? Marriage. Why you so hesitant, and why you so scared to say, will you or will you not marry Chad? Once you an Insta mom, that's kind of it. You an Insta mom, you basically doing mom and acting like a mom. Somebody say marriage at you, you freeze and lock up in the corner. Why? I told you with that. I told you if you mess with Chad, you're gonna be an Insta mom. You wanted that prize, and then look, you can't be getting mad at Steve and Kayla for throwing that in your face and telling you the truth. You basically date this man. You basically are mom to these kids at this point. You tucking them in the bed. You're feeding them and all this. You basically doing everything a wife gonna do anything. You worrying about when your boyfriend coming home. What's next besides marriage, Insta mom? I'm not understand why you so mad about it, but okay. I'm gonna let you have that Insta mom, but I ain't understand why you were so mad and why you wanted to, tell your mom, no, no, no. Oh, I'll marry Chad if I have to, but not right now. you better hurry up and make a decision against the mom. Because once you took Chad and started dating him, you basically made yourself an instant mom. And you don't understand that, but you will get it soon enough. And Alice, don't let that thing. Don't let Teresa use you. She would have knocked you all off your sex addiction whole thing of majiggy, and you fit a letter because she fit to use you. Just like she used Brady with the drugs and all that just to get her way with Brady. Oh, she fit to do you too. So, Alice, I don't know if you know Teresa like that while you defending her when it comes to Brady. What Brady do to her, she kind of deserved, low key. And you're defending her and you having sex with her, so you're next. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.